Welcome to my channel, Classy and a Little Bit Sassy. How are you doing? Now, can we talk? Can we talk, girls? Today it's 50-50. Women should never be the 50-50 woman. And when I say never, 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 niente, nada. What is a 50-50 woman? A 50-50 woman is a woman who pays 50% of all the bills. It doesn't matter if the man works less than her, more than her. She is willing. She is willing. And when I say she is willing, she does it freely. A 50-50 woman is a woman who goes all the way. If the bill is 100 euros, she puts $50 there. But when I'm very honest, you cannot be a 50-50 woman. It is impossible. Let that soak in. You cannot be a 50-50 woman. Now that I've had your attention, why do I say that? Why? It's simply because it is so simple. If you're footing 50% of the bill, most of the times you are footing 100% of the household work. And when I say 100%, I mean that. Most 50-50 women are exhausted, they have depression, and they have no time for themselves. Most 50-50 women looks dragged out, dragged down. You see it in their faces. They'll talk to you at work and say, oh, I'm so exhausted. And when you ask why, well, I went home after my last day's work and I had to do all the household work. Why does that happen to women? Because women claim to be independent. I am a feminist. No one has to pay for me. Well, girls, I've got news for you. I was never a 50-50 woman. I am not a 50-50 woman, and I will never, ever be a 50-50 woman. What type of woman am I? I am an independent woman. And at the same time, I allow myself to be pampered from my husband. I'll explain to you. In my household, my husband is the financial manager and I'm the house manager. I work part-time and so he works full-time. I've never asked him about the bills. It is not my job to ask him about it. I'll never ask him because he has decided that he should be our financial manager. Let's say you're working in a company or you own a company. You have a financial director, you have a production manager, you have the food and beverage. You won't find that food and beverage manager paying the bills. You won't find housekeeping paying the bills. Who is responsible for paying the bills? The financial department. And this is how I say it. I am the house manager, so whatever happens in the house, it's my duty. It is so simple. Women, we've all said we are independent. We've all wanted to have our fair share. Why are we doing more than our men? Why? A few days ago, it was International Women's Day, a reminder of how far we've come. But ladies, if we are celebrating this progress, why aren't we in progress also? When I hear I'm meeting him half the way, I do not understand it. We are the ones who get pregnant. Our bodies are being bloated. And then we are the ones who breastfeed. We are the ones who gets up at night. I am the one. You are the one, not the man. It's in our genetics, ladies. We are the one doing all of it. And then we do the household work. We do everything, cook, clean, I don't know what. And then at nights, of course, we have to make our husbands happy. And then you are telling me you are going to do a full-time job to meet him in the middle? No, it just does not work. Because if you are one of those who's unlucky, after the baby comes and your body is no longer in shape, what happens? What happens? He's running away with some sort of 25-year-old girl and leaving you alone, and you see this 50-50 mess didn't help you? Because it is impossible for women to be 50-50. First, we earn less. We work more, and that is a fact. It's been discussed every day in political circles around the world. Women are putting more in their jobs and they are earning less. That means if you're earning less than your husband and you have to put the same amount in it, it is not 50-50. Just think about it. He's earning $10, you are earning $5. How are you going to pay 50-50? And then all the housework lands on you. Everything. A wise woman once told me, I am feminine enough to make a man take care of me. Now, I'm repeating it. I am feminine enough to make a man take care of me. Do you know how I take care of him? I have his back. I make sure when he gets home, there is food on the table. If I'm too tired to cook, I'll just have takeaway and I'll present him a lovely evening's meal. If he comes home and asks me, would you like to go to dinner? That's not a question to think twice about. I'm already dressed and ready. I do not say I have to meet him half the way. I'm meeting him half the way when he comes home and he has a happy household. And stop, you women, stop telling other women, oh, if you didn't have your husband, you wouldn't live like that. I am living like this because I choose, and you know yourselves. You know yourselves. Stop reprimanding women that they should buy everything they need because no one is buying anything for you. It is your choice. Stop bullying women that they should be more independent. Most of you claims you are independent. You are not independent. Do you know what you are? You are fools. Fools who work like a workhorse, or better yet, a work donkey. That's what you are, a working donkey. Only a donkey thinks he or she has to do everything for everyone. Clever women allow their husbands to provide, to protect, and to produce for them and their offspring. That's what it takes. You can have a job, but it is not your job as a woman to finance a man. It is not your job. Stop going on the internet and writing everything that you can offer a man. I have seen it, and I have read it, and I've known people who are doing it. In their profile, how do they describe themselves? Independent woman, looking for a man. I have no problems doing the finances. What is this for a rubbish? Think about it. You offer to pay for him. Do you know how many are, if I were a man, let's be honest. If I were a man, and I've seen that even when you are not my type, I would ring you up, I would play that guitar for you. Anything you said, I'll be dancing to your music. Because there is nothing better for a man than sitting at home doing nothing. And he Netflix and chills when you are earning that coin. Why am I so upset about these 50-50 women, or these so-claimed independent, would like to be feminist women? It's because they put salt in the soup for every other woman. If you want to know what's putting too much salt in the soup is, ask your grandmother. It doesn't matter which race, color, or creed you are, a grandmother knows what that means. You are spoiling everything for every other woman. Stop doing it. It is not your job to train men. Their mothers have trained them already. Stop doing it. And now, before I close, I'll tell you something. If you claim to be a 50-50 woman, you are not in the picture. I'll tell you what. You pay 50% of the cost. You are doing everything at home. And And when push comes to shove, he is laughing at you. And I mean that he's laughing at you because he knows that he's got you. He can play you like a music. You know those old cassette recorders? You turn them on, you turn them off, or you push that button, you make pause, rewind, forward. That's what you are. 50-50 women in general are unhappy, they are jealous, they are insecure and depressive. Most of them are. And do you know what? Because they do not operate in their femininity. This is why they go to work and bully their colleagues. This is why they go to work and what do? I'm so independent. I don't want this or that. A man doesn't have to do this for me. Where does that stems from? Jealousy and masculinity. Every woman who has a chance to have a husband to take care of them, these women are different. You see it in their faces. Sometimes you've noticed people looking all aged up. It's not because they've aged like fine wine. It's because of the burden they carry. I'm not speaking about carrying the burden as a donkey. It's the weight of all of these emotional, psychological, and financial stress that burdens them down. And for you sassy ladies out there who are listening to me, I'd like to give you all an advice. If you're single and you're looking for someone, be honest with yourselves. Ask yourself, what am I looking for? It's a simple question, but it has a wide dimension. And then another question, am I willing to go 50-50 all the way? The next question is, what does 50-50 means? Does it mean 50% money I'm contributing to the household? Or is it 50% that he's doing 50% of everything in the relationship? Or is it he doing 50% of everything concerning the relationship? Once you've cleared those questions, be honest with yourselves. Be very honest. Now, my advice is discuss these thoughts before you enter a relationship. And if you're already in a relationship, have a discussion. Make the effort to prepare a lovely meal. And you do not even have to start the conversation saying, honey, I've been thinking. You can say, do you know I've seen a movie last night and it was so interesting. And it gave me this thought that we should discuss our situation. We should give ourselves an update. We should try to elevate our relationship. And start the conversation from there. And then you tell him how I am feeling. You can say, honey, I am of the opinion I'm doing too much in the house. I am a bit exhausted. I'm not comfortable. I have no time for me. How can you help me to help myself? Start like that. Ladies, if you're looking for a relationship that's long-lasting, that's sustainable, you have to do the work. You have to talk to your partner. You have to ask yourself, you have to ask yourselves, is it worth it? And if it's not, then do not opt for this relationship. But if you have no problem doing 80% of the work, it's up to you. My advice is be true to you and yours, and never forget, staying classy and a little bit sassy. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye for now.